What's up guys, welcome back to another episode and welcome back, if you've been here for the last 2 weeks, to Lake Havasu. If this is the first time you're joining us, welcome. I've been here for the last 3 days. Yesterday I learned how to ride stand-up jet skis, taught by a world champion on a $35,000 fully custom amazing stand-up jet ski. So if you haven't seen that, go back and check it out. The day before that was getting here, camping, going down to London Bridge, just having a jolly good time. And today we are going on an all-day and overnight camping trip on my SeaDoo Explorer Pro. I have this thing loaded to the gunnels. On the back there, we've got my anchor and all of my cooking supplies. In the bag here, we've got all of my camping stuff. And I've also got 15 gallons of extra fuel with me, plus a full tank. So we're gonna try and make it all the way up to the dam at the very top of Lake Havasu, up the gorge, way up river, through past Laughlin. Then we are gonna come back down again and hopefully find somewhere secluded where we can beach the ski, set up camp for the night and enjoy the amazing scenery that we have out here. I've never done this before. I've no idea where I'm going. This is 100% an unknown adventure to me, but I'm looking forward to it. Currently, the water temperature is 77 and it's about 102 degrees. I am fully covered up. I was gonna wear shorts, but it is so hot that I'm like, I just gotta cover up, try not to cook out here because as you can see, there is no shade. So anyway, enough talking. Let's do what this guy's doing and just send it. So that behind me is the sandbar. It's like a big meeting place. Everybody goes, beaches, anchors, whatever. It's right now, here is 8 feet deep. So as you can see over there, people are just stood up to their waists. I tell you what, I am so new to all of this river stuff and I have friends that come here every single year and love it. And I can really see why. I'm sort of not regretting my choices of spending today to dress all in black and go on a camping adventure, but also it is a Saturday and these people look like they are having the best time and I wish I was there. They've even got floating cornhole over there, which I've never seen before. In case you're English and don't know what that is, it's where you have bean bags and you have 2 boards with a hole in it and you try and get your bean bag through the other person's hole, AKA cornhole. Oh, it's just such a good time. I don't regret it. I can come back and do that another time. I'm having a great time doing this. I tell you what though, as soon as you stop riding, it gets so hot all of a sudden. So let's keep on trucking and see how the scenery changes, because we've gone from wide open lake to this beautiful gorge with these big mountains. I'm having a good time, a good time, a good time. So I've only just noticed, which is a bit silly because I'm on a river, so what did I think? But the river's actually flowing quite fast, so I just turned the engine off and I'm drifting back at a fairly decent pace at the moment. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very hot. Very hot. So I've done a litre of water in the last hour. But good thing is, here, the water is only 64 degrees. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 degrees colder than it was down in Lake Havasu. So that shows you how much water is actually flowing through here. I've been like a kid in a candy shop with all of these speedboats coming by. I just had a race with a couple of them, and they are fast. I mean, I was topped out, 53, 54. So I've actually just figured out how to make this go 3 miles an hour faster. So I was topping out at 51 miles an hour. And so what I realized is that if I have the trim set all the way up, which I normally do, so that means the nose is basically as high out of the water as I can get it, and then I put all of my weight on the back, so I'm lifting the nose out even more. Essentially what I'm doing is reducing the surface area of the hull that's in the water, which means there's less drag, which means that I can go a little bit faster. So I have managed to do like 54 I've seen on the clocks now. I've drifted so far. Like, can you see in the background like how fast we're drifting at the moment? So right here we're at 11 feet and I have 64 miles of gas left, plus obviously all that stuff that I've got in the back. So there's a place up here called Tow Park 66 and it's like a dive bar. I think you can get food there. I've seen lots of pictures of it. They've got bar stools that make it look like when you're sitting in them, it makes it look like you've got like a thong bikini on for the back. So just like a really cool place. They've got all kinds of memorabilia up on the wall. So I want to go there and check that out for sure. Go and get an ice cold water and an ice cold Diet Coke because I am so thirsty right now and I need something cold. So we'll take a little moment there and then we'll head up to Laughlin, and then once we get to Laughlin we go a little bit further and that's when we get up to the dam. Now Laughlin's cool because it's all casinos on the water, so we're gonna go from like the middle of nowhere to big casinos, kind of like a Vegas on the river. It's wild. Talking of wild, there is an armada coming. Look at this. I've been getting so many funny looks because obviously when I'm out in the ocean, I'm by myself. Like what this looks like doesn't matter because I'm out on the ocean. And so I've just got all my usual stuff, all my safety gear that I would use on the ocean. I don't take it off this life jacket. But I realized that through here, especially through the main channel, I do kind of look like a cop. And I definitely don't mean to be. And I don't want people to think I am because I'd much rather be invited onto their boats to go party rather than be like, turn the music down, hide the booze. Well, that was Tow Park 66 for lunch. Really good. I had the bean burger, very nice. Definitely recommend it. Really cool place as well. Would definitely have loved to be able to spend a bit of time. They had a pool there, which I didn't realize. So it would have been nice to go jump in the pool for a little bit and just hang out. But we are on a mission. We have to get to the dam, and we aren't going to do that by swimming in a swimming pool, drinking beers at a really fun dive bar on the edge of the river. I feel better. I was definitely starting to get too hot. So they have ice cold bottled water there that you can take. So I had 3 while I was there, and then I've just put 2 more in my water bottle and got an extra 2. I have tons of water with me, but it's just not cold. And when it's this hot, it's nice to have a bit of cold. So anyway, we are back out onto the river. This is a no wake zone until just there. As I made my way north from Tow Park, there wasn't much to see. There were a number of beaches with plenty of people camping, and I encountered the most wakeboarders along this stretch. It was so straight and honestly kind of boring that I did wonder if I'd perhaps made a wrong turn and it might dead end. But I pressed on and eventually began to see civilization in the distance. This was Needles, a small town on the famous Route 66, right on the California-Arizona border. So right now I'm in a place called Needles, which has got a bunch of gorgeous houses all along the river, and I just noticed as I was blasting along, the water now is completely crystal clear. Like, you can see all the way to the bottom. We're only in 6 feet of water here, and it's gorgeous. What's funny is as I was riding up, I was like, I really want to ride this SeaDoo in crystal clear water at some point, preferably the Bahamas, that would be nice, but I'll take the Colorado River. I mean, it's so clear, I can see everything on the bottom. This ride so far has been wild. It's definitely not what I expected. There's also a catamaran jet boat coming up behind me here pretty quick. Look at that. Let's go follow him and see what he does. ahead. That last section was wild. There were so many PWCs. I think it's all the rentals that come down. Oh, he's getting chased. This will be a no wake zone, my friend. Like I was saying, it was crazy because there's so many rental units out here, and then they were all just congregated in that little bit, and there was people in the water swimming as well. It was just absolute pandemonium. Oh, so was this. Oh, fuck. My phone almost just fell over. Ah, that was scary. It was up here on the dash because I'm in a no wake zone, and it fell off, and luckily fell in the footwell. Woo, that would have sucked. Okay, that's going back in the waterproof cubby for now. So like I was saying, it was just absolutely mental back there. People in the water swimming, people on floaties, people ripping around doing donuts on jet skis that definitely aren't theirs. Yeah, give me the wide open spaces where no one's around over this any day. But we did come to complete a mission, and we are still gonna do it. I do need to throw in some of this fuel now. My fuel light came on right as we pulled in. So I don't think you can fill up on the water, so I'll have to find somewhere to beach the ski or a dock or something that I can pull up to, and then I can fill it up. But yeah, that's good. We made it all the way. In fact, let me look on the computer how far we've come. Okay, so according to the trip computer on the dash, we have done 73.5 miles, and it's taken us 3 hours. So not too bad, not bad riding. 73 miles. We were going upriver as well, so on the way back, A will be quicker and B will use less fuel, which would be nice. There you go, there's Harrah's Casino. There's one of those in Las Vegas. It's actually not too bad. All right, crowd no wake. So check this out. So check this out, 3 feet of water here. Look how clear it is. So I think we'll probably stay over that side. That looks like where it's going to be a little bit deeper, because right here, like I say, about 3 or 4 feet, 4 feet right here. This is a lifesaver. Being able to see how deep it is definitely helps. And there it is, the Davis Dam. Look at the monstrous rocks underneath us here. And also look at the flow of water. Look, I'm stationary, look how much it's pushing us back. Whoa, we did it! We made it all the way. How cool is that? All right, total trip, 77 miles to get here. So if we put that into perspective, Catalina is about 26 miles. With a bit of messing around with dolphins and stuff, let's call it 30. So it's the equivalent of Catalina and back, and a bit more that we've just done. Well, 17 miles more. Catalina and back, and then halfway again. And we've still got to go back and do it all again. This is nuts. Look, 4 miles an hour. I'm barely moving. Look at that. So the other side of that is a lake called Lake Mojave, and that's something that I would like to go and explore. Huge lake, tons of camping, but obviously I can't get to it. So I'll have to actually trailer out there, and then we can go run around. So that's also on the bucket list. Just the other side of that dam. That water that comes through, that goes down to the Parker Dam, which is the other side of Havasu, and that's what creates Lake Havasu. It is mad, isn't it, that we're just able to go, yeah, let's just build a massive dam, and it just creates all of this. And look at all of the businesses and life and everything that exists because of doing it. I don't like this at all. There are so many people ripping around on jet skis and it terrifies me. People just not paying attention, drinking. Oh, not for me, not for me. Okay, well, I guess we'd better find somewhere to go and fill up. Look at this. Just drifting over these rocks. Super shallow there.
That's a nice jet ski.
Thank you.
You rented it or it's yours?
No, it's mine.
How much?
Like 18, something like that.
Fully loaded?
Kind of. Just with this bag, not with the fuel, not with anything else.
And the built-in speakers and everything?
Yeah, fish finder.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got all the good stuff.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you. I gotta ride it back down to Havasu now.
Alright, but Havasu?
Yeah.
How long?
Like 3 hours. That guy was stoked. So I gotta ride it back down to Havasu. He's like, Havasu? Trying to dock with this current is crazy. Oh, what are all these mayflies? Okay, no thanks. So, man, I know we're gonna go somewhere else. There's too many flies there. Okie dokie, we found ourselves a spot. Well, I was supposed to be camping as well tonight. Oh, really? So I got all my camping stuff with me, yeah. But I'm not sure if that, don't know if that's gonna happen because I left a little late, so we'll see.
Well, have fun, man. Be safe.
Thank you. This is actually a really cool little beach. Look, beautiful white sand. Put the tent right there. Got this as my view, and then the river. But as tempting as that is, that would then mean that in the morning I would have to get up at like 5:30, 6, 7, 8. No, yeah, it'd be pushing it. I'm gonna keep going down river. I might camp, I might not tonight. We'll figure it out. But this is an absolutely gorgeous spot just down the road from Laughlin, or down the river from Laughlin. I threw 10 gallons in, I still have 5 left. So that 10 hopefully should get us to the next fuel dock, and then we can fill it up and that'll be good and I won't even have to touch the extra caddy. If not, we'll just throw the extra caddy in and that'll get us all the way home. Heave ho! Stop for another little water break. How many liters have I done today? I think I've drank 5 liters. I've done 5 liters. Whew. And I'm still parched. My throat is still like... just on this big stretch in between Needles and Topok at the moment. So it's basically just flat, fairly narrow. So it's nice conditions. Lots of guys doing some top speed runs in their boats, which is pretty cool. Doing good on fuel, 47 miles left it's saying, but you can always get a bit more than that. That's just until it reads to empty, and then, I mean, I just did probably 5 or 6 miles and I was still going, so. We're in good shape. Oh, it's still bloody hot though. I've definitely been pleasantly surprised with this ride. I wasn't expecting it to be so diverse. I thought it was mostly just going to be like a big canyon run with a lot of the same thing, but there's definitely different sections of the river that all look different. And coming through Needles back there, some of the houses were incredible. Like massive houses with their own boat launch ramps, obviously lots of dock space as well. These really cool things in the back gardens that were like, I think they're called palapas. Like, they're like umbrellas made out of palm leaves or straw or something. It was just really cool, looked very tropical. I could 100% see me and Diesel sat there chilling, drinking a beer, taking in the sunshine and the water. Oh, I wonder how much property is there. I bet it's cheaper than California, but I bet it's still expensive. Then there was also some funny places where they had like this huge plot of land that was just dirt, and then there was a trailer on there, like an actual like one that you would tow behind your car, but they had docks. So it was like they got the priorities. It's like we need to be on the water. I want an umbrella, I want a beach chair, and then we'll just take a camping trailer down and we'll just sleep in that. We'll figure out the house later. So it was very interesting to see like all the differences. I think I was the only person that did Havasu all the way here because I've seen nobody going this way. Obviously the only reason you go there is to go to Topak, and I guess people have already been or they're already there. So I think it's going to be quite quiet going back through the gorge, which will be nice, and then I'll catch up with all the people from the sandbar and head through after that. All right, are you ready? I'm ready, and we're drifting towards these rocks, so let's not do that. I think all my sun cream is rubbed in, so without further ado, let's get into it. So we made it to Pirates Cove Marina. This is right opposite Topak. So if you are doing this run, then right now, where are we? This is June the 3rd, 2023. They don't have any gas over at Topak, so you have to come here. Oh no, I not got scuba, no. What did you lose? Where did you lose it? In this area?
Yeah, right. That guy and us. Yeah.
Well, I can look on my sonar and see.
Like right where you are.
And it's a phone?
It's out there.
Oh, a drone. Oh, okay, much better. Yeah, that'll be easier to find. So I'm currently trying to help these guys find a drone that apparently they dropped somewhere around here. So we're just seeing if we can see it here on the fish finder. Poor guy back there had lost his drone, so he was like, have you got scuba? And I was like, I don't have scuba stuff, no. And I think there was like one part where I could see a little, like not an organic looking shape on the bottom, but it's so cloudy in here, and then the bottom is like a gross slimy stuff, so honestly it'll be long gone. And also, even if he finds it, it'll be dead. So but I tried anyway. Tried to do my good deed for the day. Right, we have to go to the fuel dock, which is over here. This place is cool though, Pirates Cove. I like it. I would like to come back here when it's busy because you can just pull up onto all of these sandbanks, so it'd be a lot of fun. And then actually there's some cabins up there, so it looks like you can maybe rent those out. I'm shocked it's taken me this long. I've been here 7 years. I'm only just starting to explore Lake Havasu. I like it. Oh, nice. Yeah, SeaDoo! Woo! Look how gorgeous this is, though! We're back. Lake Havasu and all of its glory. We've spent the entire day in Arizona, and I was wondering if you guys maybe fancied going on a bit more of a trip with me today and go to, you know, another state. So how about we go to California, and then that means that we will have done 160 miles up the Colorado River, almost from dam to dam, and 2 states. How does that sound? Good? Okay, let's go then. Oh wait, I just pulled up my map and we're already in California. And actually it looks like we're in California, pretty much in and out of California all the way up until we got to Topak. And then we crossed, yeah, then the border kind of disappears. So actually we've been in California quite a bit, I didn't realize. All right, well that was gonna be fun, but now it isn't. So let's just go that way, which is the way we need to go back to camp. Well, we are almost back, and one of the places that I was eyeing up on my way out that could be a potential campsite is this one right here. There actually is like a bench and there's toilets up there and everything, so it's not exactly remote camping, but it is one of the videos that I saw on YouTube was some guys that came and camped here, and it looked a lot of fun. That being said, my camp is about 10 minutes further around there, and at my camp there are a few things. Number 1, there is a shower. Number 2, there are at least 4 cold beers still in my fridge. And number 3, What's number 3? There's food. More food than I've brought with me. And I'm kind of hungry. I didn't really think that one through. There was only really 2. I would just want a shower and a beer right now. I think what I'm going to do is call this a camping fail. So our stats for this ride currently, we've probably got about another, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles to go. We have ridden a total of 148.5 miles, so 150 miles over the last 6 hours and 22 minutes. So strangely, it only took me about 2.5 hours, 2 hours 15 to get back. Stop, copyright. Oh, I just reset it instead of turning my volume down. She said, why don't you just drop it? Okay, I was going to show you on the display, but I just reset it because if you press and hold this button down, it turns the music off, but not when you're on your stat screen. So, 150-mile ride over 6 hours, absolutely awesome. The scenery has been fantastic. To summarize this ride, if you've ever considered doing it, it is so worth it. Such a great time. It is quite challenging. I mean, I'm used to riding long distances now, but 150 miles in a day is still a lot of riding. It was relatively flat. There was only a couple of bits, and most of it was from wake from other boats that made it choppy, and there was a couple of like messy sections. But overall, very, very nice conditions. Super hot. It was over 100 degrees the whole day. I chugged all of my water, so if you do come in the summer, make sure you bring plenty of fluids with you because you're going to need it. In terms of fuel, so if we equate how much I used, it took me 1 full tank to get from here, which is kind of Copper Canyon area of the lake, up through Havasu, up through the gorge, all the way up through Laughlin to the Davis Dam, and then from the Davis Dam back down again just south of Laughlin. That was 1 tank. Then I added an extra 10 gallons, so 2 of these. That then got me from just south of Laughlin down to Pirates Cove. When I filled up in Pirates Cove, I still had like 35, 40 miles left. That then got me all the way back down to here. So overall, let's say 10 gallons plus a tank, which is 19 gallons, so 29 gallons, and I've probably used about another, I would guess, 5 to get down here. So 34 gallons, my estimate would be, is how much I've used to do the trip. I always say that this will do conservatively, this will do sort of 80 miles. You can push it to 100, and that is exactly what I saw. I mean, from the sort of mixed riding, which was racing some boats, chilling in other areas, no wake zones in other areas, it was about on that 80, 85 mile mark. When I came back, I was cruising on the 10 gallons on eco mode, and it just sipped the fuel. So if you did up and back on eco mode, if you weren't trying to do 50 miles an hour and you were happy doing 35, I think you could get all the way up to the dam and back to Pirates Cove on 1 tank of fuel. But it's best not to risk it, so if you do want to do it, take extra fuel. The other thing that I should have done really is when I got to Pirates Cove on the way up, is did a splash and dash then, topped up the tank, and then that way, honestly, I probably would have gotten all the way there and all the way back without having to refuel at all from these jugs. But whatever, it's always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it. I'm going to say that this is a fail, and I'm going to go back to my truck. I'm going to have a shower, I'm going to have a cold beer, and I'm going to make myself some dinner and just enjoy what is left of this gorgeous sunset. And then what I'll do is I'll come back, because I can't get enough of this place. I have really fallen in love with it this time. I want to come back and we'll come and do camping at spots like this, and I'll bring some people with me, because that's the other thing about camping. It's always fun if you're doing it with somebody else. So we'll figure something out. We'll see who we can bring. Maybe we'll get Anna from the last episode, who taught me how to ride stand-ups. Maybe we'll get some of the guys from back in Newport. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a blast. This whole weekend has been amazing for me. Like I said, if you haven't watched the previous 2 videos, go back and check them out. So the last 3 weeks worth of videos have all been Havasu, and I've just had the best time. So yeah, go check them out. Thank you for watching. If you aren't subscribed, if you're new here, please subscribe, because I would love to see you here again. Share it with your friends. If you're a Havasu local, say what's up in the comments. Thank you for allowing me to come and ride your beautiful lake and river, and generally just being brilliant people. Everybody that I've met has been so hospitable, so cool. So thank you to the locals, and thank you guys for watching this from home. You know what's coming. There's only one thing left. Remember, until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. See ya.